Hello, hello, and welcome along to today's live stream. And it's a real honor to be doing this. Is the first time I've done this in the Naked Revive Wellbeing Centre here in Haddington in Scotland. And hello to everyone in the live stream. So I have a chair next to me, and if you live in Scotland and you're near the Haddington area, then please come down to the Naked Revive Wellbeing Centre and walk through that door. And I'll be doing in-person healings and readings and clearings for people. So I'm just going to keep the door ajar. And hello to everyone. Thank you for coming along. It's a surprise to have you here. I'm surprised to be doing a live stream on a Tuesday. And you never know, we may be doing more of these in the future. So let's see how today goes. Um, Hello to Elif, Lisa. Hello to um, Nathan and Judy. And Brian, hello, and Laura, MG, Harsha, who else? Who else is on? Ginger, Jennifer, Kim B, CJ. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Um, and yeah, today's requests. So I'm flying solo. And today's requests, please put them in all capitals. I'll be scrolling back up through the chat and randomly selecting them. And when I call your name, please do say hello if you're still here and to let me know that you're still here so that we can get on with your reading, clearing, or healing. And I may ask you to just repeat what it is that you're asking for. Okay, so as always, we'll begin by setting up a safe space. So if you'd like to join me in doing so, it will really help. Um, oh, and thank you for gifting a membership. That's really kind. Thank you to Did Someone Say Shenanigans? That's really kind. Okay, so we'll begin by taking in 3 deep breaths in through the nose, nice and deep, and breathe out what no longer serves our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep, and breathe out any low vibration, energy, or emotion, nice and loud. And breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or stress at this time, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. And from the divine spark in the center of our hearts, we extend a light cord up through the top of our heads, up through the sky and through the stars, going higher and higher through the dimensions of this universe, until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe, and there connecting your light cord into source. Remain connected into source and extend your light cord down to the stars and through the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And now, this time, from the center of your heart, extend a light cord down through the roots of your spine, all the way down into the ground, going deeper and deeper through the layers of the planet until you reach the very core of Mother Earth. And there, connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. And we send Mother Gaia so much love at this time, and she sends her love back to each of us. Remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend your light cord up, up through the layers of the planet, up through the roots of your spine, and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, we expand out our golden bubbles of lights from the center of our hearts to surround each of us individually at first, setting the intention that only energies and entities with our permission, our highest good, love, and compassion can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us, that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. We invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source, and Gaia for our guidance, clearing, healing, protection, and self-love. And I also invite in Archangel Metatron to assist with any Akashic Records readings. And through space and time, I create a golden bubble around all of those in the live stream, in the replay, and those that choose to join me physically here in the Naked Revive Wellbeing Center. And I set the intention for this golden bubble I create around today's session that only energies and entities with our permission, our highest good love and compassion, can see us, access us, or exist within this space or within us. All other energies and entities must leave immediately. I invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Mestron, Source, and Gaia. And I ask that all of our guides, except for my own, please take a step back until I call forwards to answer each person's request and to do as I can to assist each person. And once your short session is done, I'll ask you to return back to the group to give me space. Okay, so just allowing the energies that we've invited in today and setting the intention we're here to offer readings and clearings and healings for people. Um, please do uh, share and like and comment. It all helps both me help others and my business. And I would love, also greatly appreciate your donations. You just visit Jon Binnie /donate. And I'm just going to pin that comment that I did at the top so that it's a reminder for anyone that joins. There we go. Okay. And hello, hello. There's a few more people that have joined. Hello to Suzette, Harley, Elaine, Jean, um, M9D5U, M9D5U. Um, I feel like that's a really obvious thing I'm just not getting. Hello to Yannick's. Amazing to see you here. Osprey, Emily. Yeah, thank you for joining. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to randomly pick someone. So I'm just going to scroll back up so that we don't miss earlier people. Okay, and I'm going to go with Wolf Dude, who's Nathan, and you're asking, please may I have help connecting to Atlantis for some reason? It's important to ask. Okay, that sounds cool. I'm a big fan of Atlantis, so let's find out. So, Wolf Dude, Nathan, I'm just asking, just let me know if you're still in the chat. I assume you are. Just say hello and I'll get started. So just asking Nathan's guides and his higher self to step forwards. So your guide, Nathan, that's stepping forwards is like they're just walking out of the water, and this water is really blue, like it's a blue liquid. And I don't mean like the ocean, more like um almost like blue paint that's like flowing off of them. They're saying it's a form of algae, like blue algae. And I know of I've heard of this. I don't know if it happens in other countries, but it's we see quite a lot of warning signs around where we live where um you shouldn't go into the lochs or the lakes because swimming because there's blue algae which can be poisonous. So this message is a visualization to it's just drawing your attention, Nathan, to the water you're drinking. There are a range of contaminants in our water, and this is quite common around the world. And I'm being shown you're doing this. As luck would have it, I have a blue water bottle. I see you're doing this, Nathan. Like the message is for you to hold water before you drink it. And what I imagine doing, just like when you see me doing a healing, is I bring in like a column of golden light into the water, and I just send it my love from my heart. So you can hold it against your heart, or just hold it out like this and just allow that light energy, that love energy, and you can set whatever intention you wish. So to release anything that doesn't serve your highest good from this water and to supercharge it with the love, with your self-love and the love of Source. This is something that your guide is saying they felt was totally missed in the age of Atlantis. There was some technology, there was technological advancements in the use of structured water, and a lot of research, but lack of understanding about the more spiritual aspects or spiritual energy, if you like, emotional energy. Hey, Viviani. Um, so yeah, that's one way of doing it is to take a look at uh, supercharging your water and clearing it. That's the message for you to look into. I feel like it would be a really beautiful thing for you to share, your practice and to share how it goes for you. I'll admit I'm a little bit lazy doing it myself. But yeah, it's super fun to practice. So just asking Nathan and his guides to step back, and I hope that helps. Wolf Dude One. And hello to Viviane. If you have time today, it would be um an honor for you to randomly select people. But it's totally up to you. I don't want to take you for granted. Um, just let me know. I'm just gonna have a drink of water. It's very warm and cozy and dry in here. It's nice. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I knew I had to face the fear of doing these sessions live. So just to remind people if they're new to the live stream, I'm here in the Naked Revive Wellbeing Center in Haddington, and it's a really beautiful location. Everyone that comes in says, "Oh, it's got such a lovely vibe." This door here is where you walk through, um, and you're welcome to come in, and I'll be here till about 6 p.m. I have a little chair here next to me that you can sit in, and we can do some short readings and clearings, just like we're doing live as well. Um, so I'm excited to do more of these in person, and next time I'll advertise more in person as well. So it would be phenomenal to to have this as a regular slot. Um, Maybe I'll see how it goes. Everything for an exploration and an adventure. Excuse me. Okay. Yes, Viviani, one day you will visit. You'll love it here. And you should come and do the contrast therapy. They have like ice baths and um saunas, a sauna as well, so that you go in between the two. And we're also running an event here on the 27th of October doing a Halloween special for psychic readings, clearings, and healings. And it's a beautiful space around the corner. And you'll try the contrast therapy. I haven't tried it yet. I'm not brave enough yet. But that's right. Yes, with Natasha on the 27th. Um, so that'll be super fun. But yeah, let me know who you'd like me to focus on next. I've done one so far. Wolf Dude one. Sylvia next. Fantastic. Sylvia. Yeah, it is. Thank you, MG. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And yes, Carl, doing readings. Readings are fun. Um, yeah, on the 27th, it'll be a fancy dress. So looking forward to dressing up as a witch. I'm just trying to find what Sylvia is looking for. We saw you yesterday, Sylvia, right? I don't know. All my days blend into one, to be honest. So so don't ask me. Oh, here it is. Thank you. Hi, John. Can you see if I can stay at this job within the organization? My contract runs until the end of October, and then they will see where there is a place. So you're asking if you can stay at the job. Okay. So just asking everyone else to step back and asking Sylvia and your guides, your higher self to step forwards. And we're here to answer the question, can Sylvia stay in this job as her contract is coming close to an end? So I don't know if this is the answer you want or not, Sylvia, but it is an answer. Um, I'm hearing not for the job that you currently have, no, that will end, and it will take you to an opportunity of an inflection point or reflection. It feels like there will be the opportunity to explore other jobs in that same company, and you're being encouraged to your guide saying like showing you like almost like I don't know if you ever do this like with tarot cards or it's like you're getting these little cards and then each of the jobs that you're considering, even if you're just considering applying to them, you're putting out in front of you. And then what you're doing is you're like organizing them in priority order. So you're saying this job, it's almost like you've turned over the cards so that you can't see them and you're shuffling them around and you're feeling the energy of each one and you're asking the questions of each one. So you don't need to read whilst you're doing this. So just write the title of the job and then you're shuffling them around and then see you're feeling into the one that feels like it resonates the most with you. I'm seeing you doing this with the card, you're just sticking it on your heart and allowing your heart to give you an answer. And of course, it might not be any of those jobs that you choose. And so one thing you could do is also add another card, which is a job not at that company. And that could be, something that's great for you to ask yourself about as well. And this is something you do before the end of your contract, before the end of October. So yeah, I hope that helps you. And good luck with your contract and your company. And let me know in the chat how that went. Thank you so much, Sylvia. And thank you so much to Hypnosty for your kind donation. It's really kind of you. Thank you. I love the emoji. Really cool. Um, yeah, and let me know who is next. And sending love to, did someone say shenanigans? Have fun whatever you decide to do today. Next is Kiss 606. Hello, Kiss 606. Can you ask for clarification on the message Spirit has been sending me for months, um, and their use of the number 25? Oh, I like this. Okay. I'm laughing because I get many what I call them like galactic detective um investigations or treasure hunts. And so it's quite often that I'll get, something like one of my current kind of galactic detective missions is finding out more about how the ley lines interact in the area that I live and also with where a friend lives. So there's always something that I'm investigating. So for you, Kiss 606, just asking everyone else to step back and asking your guides and your higher self to step forwards. Okay, your guide, it like they've got like it's like they're holding these two really large, um, the two large numbers like a two and a five. They're holding them, and the very first thing they said to me is, "No, we're not going to tell you what this is for." Um, I feel like there's some humor in here as well. It's really interesting that the numbers are really large and there's some weight to them as well. And they were swapping them around. They're saying 25, 52, and then like just showing me as I bang my hand on my laptop, it's showing me that you could merge them together. Like what is, 2 plus 5, 5 minus 2, 2 minus 5, 5 times 2, 5 divided by 2, and so on, like all these different variations. They're like they're shuffling them around. So it seems to be um November 25th is an important date for you. And so this is perhaps also why they've been preparing you for several months. And I'm asking again, like, what is it really like? What can you give us any more detail, any more information? And I'm being shown that the 25th for you is a time where you step through one of the doors of your fears. It's not all super obvious to you yet. It's like the fear itself, like it feels like you have a few, but it's not clear which one it is. This is revealed to you just a few days before. And yeah, there's no sight, if you like, to see what's beyond it. Um, is there anything else you can give us at this time other than the date, November 25th? Is there anything that Kiss 606 can do? Yeah, the first thing is you don't need to hunt anymore for what the cause or why you're being shown number 25. Yes, there is magic in the numbers, and there's lots of permutations, like the kind of rabbit hole that you can look into the variations of multiplications and adding and subtracting, all the calculations you can do these numbers, but it those patterns do have significance and there is a code to them. But you can also really just choose to sit back and relax and head towards the adventure of what happens for you on the 25th. And it'll become more apparent. It feels like the days leading up to it's like the 19th, 20th. Like you start to get a sense of a focus of a decision you need to make, and it's related to a door of your fear you need to step through. Um, and I'm not sure that you know out of all the fears which one it is. So yeah, that's the closest I'm getting for you at this stage. I'm not sure if we're doing a live stream then, but please let me know, Kiss 606, what comes through for you. And it's not that long to wait, right? It'll fly by. So I hope it helps. So thank you for that. Hypnosty's next. Hello, Hypnosty. I need to have some negative energy removed, please. Help me find balance. Okay. So just asking, excuse me, everyone else step back. And then for Hypnostate, step forwards, and your guides, and your higher self. I'm just asking where there's any negative energy need cleared from around the heart. There's like this smoky cloud around your heart. Okay, yeah, and it is an entity. Okay. So from the highest dimension of source above, I bring down a column of golden light to just above Hypnosty's head, setting the intention to clear, to heal, to energize, to remove anything that does not serve Hypnosty's highest good, and also bringing balance and calm. So just bringing this column of golden light down through your crown chakra. Okay, good. Just encouraging your crown chakra to connect in down with your solar plexus to help cultivate feelings of the connection with trust, in particular, self-trust. Then into the third eye. Just bring in healing. Good. And there is some, I think this is what's been causing it's almost like a dizziness that you feel hypnosis and just bringing some of that energy out from your brain, out from around you. Okay, there we go. Please return to source, so never return here again. And then coming down into your throat chakra. There's so much you want to share and so much you want to give, to share about your story and your journey. And there's like this whipping up of like a storm that's coming up in your throat chakras. So just encouraging this energy to be released out of you. I can clear what I can just now, and then the rest is for you to speak it aloud wherever you are, whether you're alone or not, to release it. Return to source, and never return here again. And then coming down into your heart. Yeah, just okay, I'm just holding this entity now. I'm just holding it in a golden bubble as it's like creating a donut around the outside of your heart and then shrinking it down to a complete sphere. Return to source or never return here again. This thing was like, it was like almost like an attack. It would just keep going, um, circling until it eventually like made contact with your heart. Okay, and then coming down to solar plexus, bringing healing, clearing, and then into sacral chakra. Return to source. We'll never return here again. And then the root chakra. Yeah, there's some work to connect your root chakra into the ground. Okay. I hope that helps you, Hypnosy. That was quite a lot in just a few minutes. Yeah, holding space for your journey. Thank you for asking for help. And thank you for sharing your journey. You feel the energy moving. That's lovely to hear. My pleasure. So next is Lacey Gray. And you're saying, can I ask my guides if there are any fun facts about my multidimensional self-experience, um, and that they'd like to share with me? So fun facts. Well, this is cool. I sometimes forget to to have fun. I think because I enjoy all this work, the healing, the negative entity removals, whatever it is, it's fun for me. So let's find out about Lazy Gray's fun facts about the multi-dimensional experience. So just asking everyone else to step back energetically. You can stay on the live stream though. And and then just allowing now to ask Lacey Gray and your guides and your higher self to step forwards. And okay, and I'm asking your guide, who's already like making a joke, asking your guide to share some fun facts about your multi-dimensional um, existence and experience. The first thing they're doing is like they're showing themselves at like a computer terminal. And it's like it reminds me like something out of Star Trek, like they're stood at this terminal that and I can see like this visual around them of they're on this like Federation ship. And they're wearing like a suit, like a uniform, like a spacesuit, but it's like quite thin and light. And what is it that they're doing? What are they looking up? He's saying, I'm looking up Lacey's fun facts. Okay. So I'm just going over to see what it is they'd like to share. This is really cool. So this is like, although this is really fun, this is it's like I describe it as a technological um, way of accessing the Akashic records. Isn't that cool? I didn't know that that was possible. So in this technology they have, they're already connecting into your Akashic records, and so this kind of it's like a Google search of the future, if you like, and they're just getting ready to read out some of these fun facts. Yeah. So the first one, Lacey. So yeah, the first one is that. Oops, um, messing my windows up. The first one is Lacey. That it says. Let me read it. Lacey Gray has the heart of a star, the heart the size of a planet. She has the capability of creating love with such a gravitational force that it attracts others at her vibration. Lacey at this time, so they're referring to this now moment, like in this year, in this day, that you don't fully understand this potential and that you develop this through your life, and that this is exciting for you because you do not fully understand the capability, but you know it's very powerful, and you know that your heart filled with love affects many beings across not just this planet, but many other planets. Wow. Um, Let me check about um, other fun facts for Lacey. Um, I'm not sure if this is like a party trick or not, but they're saying that you can hold your breath for a really long time. You can hold your breath for like you were starting with about 60 seconds, and then you're continuing on to go on to like a minute and a half. And it's I'm not sure you've actually discovered this yet, but it's something you can practice. And it comes from a previous life where you've been able to do this for like 30 plus minutes. And it's incredible, right? Because you're human and you have, I'm not even sure how long what they call free divers can hold their breath for, but it seems really important, and it's to do with this capacity you have in your heart, like your ability to hold huge amounts of love energy. And so it's related to your ability to breathe, and breathing is about receiving. So that's really powerful, is that you can do this with your breath, and it's something to just practice uh, safely. And let me ask one more thing. I'm not sure if I said it, but I asked for three fun facts that you can. I don't know if you can physically do this or not, Lacey, but it's like to stand on your very tippy toes. Um, I'm sure that's like out of uh, the Titanic movie, isn't it? Is it Rose that stands up on her? I'm doing my hands. Stands up on her tiptoes. I have no idea if you can do that, Lacey. But if it's something you want to practice, then please do, and safely, perhaps like supporting yourself first. Um, and thank you so much for your kind donations, everyone. It's really kind. Yeah, let me know in the chat, Lacey, about your magical fun facts. They all feel quite forward looking, but I can see their roots in today's reality, which is really cool. Okay, next is uh Jean Jean Rennie, and you'd love a healing. Thank you for asking. So just asking Lacey to step back. Just trying to get my window back so I can keep an eye on the chat. Yeah, so just asking everyone else to step back and for Jean to step forwards. Thank you, Jean. Asking you your guides step forwards. So I can see why you've asked for a healing, Jean, and just holding space for your journey. It feels like you're going through quite a lot. Your vibration feels low. Um, like your body feels like it's like you're showing yourself in a shadow right now. I'm just gonna hopefully I can mute myself while I do this. Hang on a second. I knew this headset would be helpful. Um, okay, Jean, and a healing. So there's this really, before I begin the healing, there's this really interesting m- message, although it's more than a message for you, Jean, is um, what I'm being shown of you is on the outside, um, there's a lot of negative energy that you're holding. And it's really fascinating. You know, when soldiers or warriors like cover themselves in um mud or something is like camouflage, you're some of this negativity you've managed to get out from inside of you, and you're holding it like as this layer around the outside of you. And so the message, and this is a message in part to me, but anyone that witnesses you also, is that you remove this energy yourself. And although it looks really bad on the outside and it looks really low vibration, it's also how you in part hide, but also allow yourself to like reveal. You know, when a warrior reveals himself out of their camouflage, it's like surprise. Um, so let me see. Does any of this on the outside need clearing off? And your guide's saying not all of it. Some of it you'd like to wear, and it's like some of it you're like holding on. It's like around the arms. But to open, to focus on your heart. Yeah, your heart and your solar plexus. Okay. So from the highest dimension of source above, I bring down a column of golden light. It's above Jean's head, setting the intention to clear, to heal, to energize, to remove anything that no longer serves your highest good. It's coming down to the crown, just removing anything out that doesn't serve your highest good. It's the third eye. Okay. Clearing anything that doesn't serve your highest good. Some really powerful visuals in your third eye. Like these are things that you're seeing and you're showing me. They almost feel like a dream-like state where you're remembering some of these faces and the way that it's like I think they're faces of how you look in another life when you've been using this gift, this camouflage of negative energy into the throat. Okay, and now into your heart. Orma inara chimoro sonomoa. Yes, hearts do often need this fertilizer, like this dark energy to heal and grow from, but you no longer need to hold on to this around your heart. There's some past life wounding here. Just removing this out from the bottom of your heart. Return to source or never return here again. Thank you. And coming down into the solar plexus. It's just a little bit smaller than feels comfortable for you, so helping increase this size. And the connection between between the heart and solar plexus. Return to source or never return here again. And down through from the solar plexus into the sacral chakra, into root chakra, good, into the ground. That's better. And it feels like I'm kind of zipping you back up, Jean, like you're zipping back up and then just wearing some of this negative energy around the outside of you. It's really curious. I've not seen someone do that before. It's part of a gift that you have, and it feels like when you're ready, you'll shed that, and you'll. This is something that feels like you could do it at any time, but yeah, you can shed that and give it away. Just say to it to return to source or never return here again. So I hope that helps. Jean, thank you for your request. Next is Elif. Hello, Elif. We were chatting by email. It's my third try here. And thank you for trying. Thank you for being persistent. Can I meet with one of my guides and can you ask why I had psychosis? I thought I was telepathically connected to some people. Of course, let me take a look. So just asking everyone else to step back. Yes, thank you, Jean. I hope that helps you. And asking Elif to step forwards and your guides, your higher self. So there's to the question of this psychosis um, and connection with others, telepathic connection with others. Your guide is like busy doing like I can only describe it as like a reconfiguration of your crown chakra, and this is something that happened in the moments that you believed that you had these telepathic connections, the first thing that's important for you to know is that you did have telepathic connections with others. And that's a really important aspect for you to understand. There are some movies that help us start to think about the challenges that telepathy brings. You know, not even our loved ones don't always feel positive feelings towards us, and it's also very noisy and can cause um, like real roller coasters. You know, there's reasons why humans chose to break, to stop some of our telepathic communication. But there was something. It feels like there's a blend of things. So that's one fact to know. But then there's this challenge that your guide is helping you with. It's like a reconstruction of your crown chakra. What happened with Elif's crown chakra? There was this psychic attack, like an explosion, an energetic explosion in the very center of your crown chakra, and that seemed to trigger this psychosis state. It's really fascinating. This attack on you, this energetic attack, came from a previous life, but it's a previous life version of you that didn't want you to activate this gift in this lifetime, did not feel that you're ready. That's a really interesting judgment, right? I know we judge ourselves a lot, but it's a lot that this is a past life of you, n not on this planet. And I'm being shown the gift is similar to the way that dolphins will attack fish with their sonar. It's like a stun. You know, it's a large energetic burst, and that it stuns someone. And this is what this past life version of you has done to yourself in this lifetime. And how can we help with the healing at this time? Feels like the first, I've said it a couple of times, but the first healing stage for you is the acceptance of how real it was. And I and no one else can tell you how real it was, but at least what I'm doing is sharing with Yelif that it's possible that it was like the possibility that the telepathy is real. Because that's a huge thing for you. Because I feel like in the lower chakras, and coming down to solar plexus, like you lack that trust of yourself, of the whole experience. And that even if you could, it's so much easier as humans when we make mistakes and we know what we did, we know that that was a mistake. That's a huge step forwards because then after the identification and realization, we can get on with the feeling and the healing of it. Okay. And then this other aspect is that it's a really beautiful thing for you to continue to heal your crown chakra. And I'm just going to um, bring in some healing and assist your guide, who's busy. Like they have like these two little, they're almost like they look a bit like somewhere between like tweezers and little screwdrivers, and they're helping rewire. It seems to be a lot of the neural pathways reconnecting parts of your crown chakra together. They've asked for a bit of healing from another human, so I'm just going to offer this just now. Sono, and then connecting up to your soul star chakra, up to your higher self and your soul, and then down through the third eye, throat, down through the heart chakra, solar plexus, sacral root, and into the ground. Good. It's still a healing journey. Um, and yeah, I hope it helps you. Um, it's a lot. I was glad I managed to get to you today. Thank you, Ella, for your request. And thank you, Kimby, for your kind comments. That's really nice. Very kind of you to say. Very humbling. Um, thank you, Vivian. Viviani's amazing. You're all amazing. Thank you. Um, okay, so uh, karate. Let's see how I can help you today. I'd like to know from my guides why I'm getting migraines whenever I try and move on in my career. Am I not able to work properly? Sorry, I am not able to work properly because of eye and migraine issues. So just asking everyone else to step back and asking karate to step forwards and your guides, your higher self. And we'd like to understand the cause of uh, these eye issues and migraines and how it can help move on with your career. I'm just being asked to go in closer into your third eye to take a look. Okay, there's so much Ukrati that is intertwined. Um, I don't know if you've ever considered this, that um, in your career, and I don't know the specifics, like I'm not being shown the specifics, but what I am being shown is that your third eye is ready to activate. Your third eye is ready to open up and to see across multiple dimensions, which is fantastic. That's what they're for. Um, but there's a hesitation to, and that is that if you do this, if you fully open up, that you would see everything, and it includes your career and the people that you work with. You'd see every dimension of them. You'd see their thoughts, their feelings, their intentions, their vibrations, and you're you seem to be saying to your body, and I feel like this is coming from your higher self as well, is that you're trying to say to your body, no, like I just want to get on with a more of a third dimensional career right now. I just want to get on with my life. Um, and so you're forcing your third eye to remain closed, but by doing that, it's causing these migraines. And yes, here we go again. You're in this perpetual cycle of trying to suppress and activate at the same time. So this is a it's a disconnect between your or an argument between your mind and your body. And my suggestion is to, and you get to choose, right? My suggestion is if it's responding to your question about how to best heal, then my suggestion is that you allow your third eye to open, and that in fact you practice and encourage it to open up, and allow yourself to see everything that's going on around you fully, because it's really important for you to see, because the more you see, the more you'll realize whether it's really a career you want or not. Um, be scared later. Thank you, Michelle. That's what I was going on about in the video today. But yeah, I love that. That was me today, like being scared later. I can be scared after I've done in person and live stream with you guys. Um, so yeah, if it has to be a choice, karate. Like if you have to say in the live stream just now, if you want me to help you open your third eye, or you can do it yourself in meditation. I feel like it's a big decision. So have a think. Um, how do you practice third eye opening? I'm pretty sure I have I need to check. I have about 30 spirit guide meditations um, on my um, on my website. It's on jonbinnie.com under meditations and training. Pretty sure I have a third eye activation meditation there. If I don't, let me know. I'll create one. I'd be more than happy to. And you can just practice it over and over and over. Um, so yeah, let me know how that goes. But yesterday you said that I might have an energetic attack. That's right. I do remember that. But I feel like this is the next stage, right, that you face. So I was hoping that the healing yesterday would be enough, Kratty, but this is like the next stage on, right? If you really want to open up your third eye, then this is what you need to decide if it's something you want to continue to open. Um, and I'll leave that decision with you. Um, you've already had a healing yesterday, so isn't it scary open? Well, this is what the door of our fears are, right? They're meant to be scary because on the other side of that door, there is something that is even more beautiful than you can imagine. Um, I would say that the fear of opening up your third eye, um, as I've personally experienced it, is far greater than the fear of the things that you'll see. And actually, my the root of my fear about opening my third eye was not what I would see. It was like not having enough trust in myself that I would know which dimension I was looking at. Like, could I walk down a street and see, dead people and see, you know, negative energies like feeding off of people? Could I, like you see in movies, like could I do this? And the reality is, yes, I could because I already knew the feeling of like how it feels each thing in a different dimension feels. Um, and seeing it is just another kind of confirmation. So, not another way of saying thinking about it is that not seeing your enemy is much scarier than seeing them. So yeah, I'll leave that with you, Kratty. I'm not going to do any healing on you today because you we did a lot yesterday, and it's also not up to me to open your third eye. You've got more um, to figure out there yourself and reflect on it. So I hope that helps. Okay. Hello to well, there's lots of you. Jennifer, Harley, Viviani chatting. Hello to Kim B. It was lovely. Kim B was saying when your father passed, I saw grasshoppers everywhere, and they even came inside your house, and one hung out uh, on the mantle. That's so cool. Um, and Viviani, you told me who's next, and now I've just lost it. Let me see. Uh, Kim. Kim is next. Kim B. Any connecting to a galactic family or significant past life, I also appreciate a clearing, of course. Can be galactic past life and clearing. Okay. Um, so let me take a look. Just asking everyone else to step back and for Kim B to step forwards and your guides and your higher self. Even before I ask the question, just being taken to the Pleiades to, as a Pleiadian. This this lifetime that being shown for you, Kimby, is a I'd call it like a stepping stone where you're like stepping through a descension path to get down to coming here on Earth. Um, there was you were tall and slim and a very white skin, like not I don't mean in a human sense, like a brilliant white, like l- like your skin was made of light and you were very high vibration and you were a teacher, you're a spiritual teacher in that lifetime. There was this thing that you were doing where um you, you had observed other souls doing this, where teachers would become practitioners. It's like your soul got a bit tired of teaching it and wanted to come back and do it. Um, I almost feel I feel that there was a conversation, like an argument um, uh, with another teacher, and you're like, I'm going to come back and incarnate and do this stuff because you're arguing about whether something could be done, and it seems to be about, would it be possible for your souls once you reach a very high vibration to come down to Earth? Um, and it did take a journey. You seen Where did you go from the Pleiades to get here? Did you come direct? Was that possible? Feels like you tried, but there was a stepping stone. Okay. Um, I'm, I've never heard of this before. Uh, Challenging my mental models and beliefs. So your guide is showing that um, on the dark side of our moon, there are bases that are used for this purpose. And whilst it's, an alien base on the moon isn't so hard to believe, it's the first time I've seen that them being used for stepping stones, vibrational stepping stones, where people would live sometimes an entire lifetime before coming to Earth. And the whole point is to acclimatize yourself to Earth's vibration. So you don't actually need to see the vibration of Earth. You don't need to be in it. You don't need to be doing the human things. You can still live a very alien life on the other side of the moon, but in a base and have to be in close physical proximity. So it's all about training your body. One of the themes that I see is that our souls often go through this like learning curve to understand how to reincarnate into these different um, uh, forms on different planets. So you don't just get it for free because you're incarnated into that body and you're a child of that planet. Um, so I hope this helps your fascination with the moon. Yes. And it's that thing, right? It's like, what's on the other side? What's on the dark side? This is somewhere you can go. Um, the I'm asking like this Palladian version of you. I have something similar where there's a version of me, and they're called Trinity. They lived about 300 years ago, and they behave quite a lot like a guide for me, so I can talk to them. They have like this superpower of connecting with the energetic grid of the planet. And for you, you can talk to this Palladian version of you. What was the name? Armato, Armatoa. That's your guy, your guide, your past lives name, your Palladian name. Um, so yeah, I hope that helps. It's really beautiful. And yeah, let us know what you find on the dark side of the moon. Um, I love that you're building that bridge back to the teacher of you in the Pleiades. So Jennifer is next. Jennifer D. Would you like to know what my guides want me to know? Um, and say hello to Chloe. Um, so you said would like to know what my guides want me to know, and if there's anything that needs cleared. So messages from your guides and clearing. If you ever wonder why my screen's jumping up and down, it's because I just type a note so that I can keep looking back at it because the chat keeps moving. My pleasure can be. Um, and thank you for being a member. And members get some early access to some videos. They're going up over the coming days, and will continue to. So yeah, please do support my channel and join. Yeah, I wrote a song on the dark side of the moon. I think it's called Walking on the Dark Side of the Moon. Um, or is it Dancing? I can't remember. I've written so many songs. Anyway, let's get on with Jennifer D. So just asking everyone else to step back, including Kim P, and asking for Jennifer D to step forwards, your higher self and your guides, any messages. So yeah, your guide, Jennifer's coming up to me. I don't really know how to describe them other than describing that they look like on Earth. They would look somewhere between like a snake and a slug. And they're just, I guess they crawl, right? Just slowly moving their way up to me. Their skin color is quite different. It's like a kind of camouflage, like a khaki camouflage, but the colors, there's just there's some faint like lines of orange in amongst some yellows and browns. And there's purpose behind everything. So for you, Jennifer, there's this uh how to describe it? There's a slowness that is in the message that you're being given at the moment. So slowing down. Um, imagine, I'm just being shown this right. So imagine if you were a snail and you could run really fast. You would kind of lose the superpowers of being a snail, right? Um, and I'm seeing that as you go slowly across the earth, you're able to release you're able to release anything that doesn't serve you, and also you're reading the ground as you go. You're receiving what's there. So you're releasing like this trail behind you of anything you don't need, and you're reading as you go. And yes, that's right. Slow and steady wins the race. Yes. So to slow down, I'm seeing you watching. It's like you're watching YouTube. I've never really watched much of this topic or subject, but slow living is something for you to watch, like watch others and how they engage with slow living. I feel like it's a bit of um a fad and a trend. Maybe it's less so now. I don't know. But you're trying to see real life examples. So perhaps choose smaller YouTube channels, like me. Choose people that are less distracted by their fame and others, and that they're more focused on their mission. Um, and then, are there any other messages before I look at a clearing? Yeah, if you ever wondered where it is you're meant to be going, do you wonder how slugs and snails and snakes like find their way forwards, and just been shown for you, Jennifer, that it's really important to follow your heart. It's just that it's like allowing your heart. I don't know if I can do this. You won't see it if I did it, but imagine my my fist was under my top, and I'm just pulling. You're just pulling yourself forwards by your heart. And for clearing, let me take a look from the highest dimension of source above. Bring down a column golden light just above Jennifer's head. Set the intention to clear, to heal, to energize. There's something around your eyes. What is this to do with your sight? It seems to relate to speed, like you needing to slow down, but why? Oh, it's because you everything's a blur. Okay, your eyes. So this is your two eyes plus your third eye. And it's like everything's like blurred. It's like really fast, and you want to slow and read it. So just bring in healing energy into your eyes, into your third eye. Mm. And then removing anything that doesn't serve your highest good. It's like they built up this like excess of energy. Return to source. So whenever return here again, thank you. And then coming down through the heart. So just checking again through the throat chakra, through the heart. And there's just a small blockage, like a small attachment just on the outside of the center of your heart chakra. So just removing this. Omara in Toro Somua. Return to source or never return here again. And then it was almost, it was like your heart was saying, I don't actually want to know where my heart says I should go next. It's like some fear around that, but it feels like you're ready to open that up now. So I've cleared that out. And clearing the solar plexus, sacral chakra, root chakra, grounding into earth. Good. I hope that helps. Yeah, let me know in the chat. Yeah, X. Yancy, hello. May I have a reading, a clearing from source and my guides in alignment with my soul mission? Um, of course. Source guides in alignment with soul mission. I haven't even asked them to come forwards and they're already like like chatting away. Okay. And there's some lovely chat going on. Yeah, let me know, Jennifer D. I'm glad that helped you. And yeah, best of luck with slowing down. I love that. I love the idea of owning a snail or having them in the garden. You don't need to own something for it to be beautiful, right? And to connect with it. I love the idea of spending time with them. I used to be scared of them, and now I'm fine like picking them up. They're really beautiful creatures. Okay, so for everyone else, please step back energetically and asking Yannick to step forwards and your guides and your higher self. One of your guides wants to channel through me. Um, Yannick's. Okay, I'll just do it for a couple of minutes, but I don't want to wear myself out. I still got another best part of an hour to go. Um, okay. You know your mission. You can feel it in your heart. You can see it in the path ahead of you, or at least you can see the outline of the path and you can feel some of the emotions. And our message to you today, Yanx, is to look out across that path that lies ahead of you. And yes, there's some bumps in the road and twists and turns and explorations to happen. But we want you to know that there's a knowing in your heart that's building, this knowing of your mission itself to help others and help heal their hearts. And there's more to be discovered. There's more for you that you have to explore. That Yanx, you have to make the decisions on that journey about what feels right for you and what doesn't. This is why there's some twists and turns on your path. And what if you felt in your heart right now that you could go ahead and leave your job, you could go ahead and just follow your heart and explore and see how it goes, to suck it and see, to play around and see this is what you're being invited to do. Because there's not one single way that you manifest your superpowers in helping others and healing their hearts. It's more than that. There are multiple ways and multiple timelines that you create and multiple explorations. Okay, they're just stepping out to me. Thankfully, it wasn't too intense. They're being very kind. It felt more John than guide, but the words were absolutely theirs, and it was very easy to share. Um, yeah, what if you knew that you were going to be successful in your mission? What if you already knew it? Like it's a knowing, and that's what you're being guided to be drawn towards. For me, on my journey, I woke up one morning after 2 years of fear, and I saw that there was a version of me doing this. There was a version of me that was successful, and following my heart and following my mission. And I knew that I just needed to become that that now version of me needed that now version of me needed to become that version. Um, Hello to Agent Johnny Red. Great to see you here. Thank you for coming along. So yeah, that's a big leap. But just as Agent Johnny Red turned up as well, it's like if you knew there was no such thing as fear, if you knew that you're going to be successful, and you knew that you didn't actually need to go through a huge pain and turbulence and leap in your life, all you need to do is just take that leap of faith. If you knew that, what would you do differently, and how would you go about doing it? Um, if I answered that question myself, if I knew how easy it was going to be, or should I say it's hard work, but it's a lot less scary than I thought it would be. It's so much easier just worrying about money. It's like it's so funny because actually by itself, money's the easiest thing to worry about. It's all the other things that are harder, right? Um, and Johnny Red says, I just wrote that I have no fear, and that is in my current situation, my current job. I have no fear if I leave my job that things wouldn't work out. Yeah, it's a becoming a knowing that you'll be successful because you already are successful in your job. You just need to apply this to the thing that you love. And you'll be successful. Um, okay, I hope that helps, Yannick, and look forward to seeing you on our next training as well. So next is Harsha. Thank you, Viviani. And you're asking for um, more about your higher soul, the journey of your soul, in terms of what stage of evolution it's in. Interesting. I don't think I've ever had that question. Excuse me. Evolution state. Lacey, you're saying that's so cool. You're saying one, wow. Two, since a little girl, I always pushed myself to hold my breath, and now I never considered it to be a thing. It was just something to do. Yeah, and love tippy toeing. Wow. That blows my mind. Um, thank you, and thank you to Yannick too. Um, okay, so Harsha, let's ask you to step forwards and your guides, um, and your higher self, asking everyone else to step back. Would like to understand the journey of Harsha's soul, um, and the evolutionary state at this time. So I'm just being shown up from your heart, connecting up through um, up through the crown chakra, and then up through your soul star chakra, like up through the higher self and into your soul. And I see now souls as like our soul is the core, the very center of like a bicycle wheel, and the spokes that run off it are the lifetimes that we have. And at the end of each spoke is the lifetime itself, and in the midpoint is the higher self. So the first thing that's really interesting is you'll have a lot of high vibration um, lifetimes, past, present, and future. Like they're all happening at the same time. They're all around the outside of the spokes of this wheel. And your soul is seeking lower vibrations. So your soul came to Earth. There's like 3 lifetimes where you've been in similar low vibration states. And I say that Earth is in low vibration and that, we're in the third dimension, or many of us are. Um, and that compared to many of the other, everything's relative, but compared to the other lifetimes that you have much higher vibrations. Where were the other two? One's on Mars, okay, but that was a long time ago, and the whole solar system felt very different back then. 20, 23,000 years ago. Okay. Yeah, that's quite a long time. Just a vibrational shift. And Earth once before. That's interesting. There are hmm, there are parallel versions of you as well, Harsha. This, if this doesn't blow your mind, it blows my mind, which is that there are parallel versions of you. Like your soul has the capability of having instances within the same vibrational realm. So, in other words, other beings on Earth, other humans that are part of your soul. I think I'm going to apologies. At least I managed to mute myself. Bless me. So yeah, your soul is in quite advanced state, but there's this kind of bless you, thank you. There's this thing that your soul has, which is um your soul is lacking strong, like it's seeking stronger foundations, and that your lifetime here is part of that. And even though you're going through an ascension journey in this lifetime, and you continue to raise your vibrations, your soul is very interested in connecting with multiple instances of lower aspects of yourself so that you can increase your frequency range. And that's at the very core of the whole reason why our planet is ascending, um, why Earth is doing this, and whilst humans are we're capable of holding very broad frequency ranges from very low to very high. And for you, yeah, there's a quite an advanced evolutionary state of being able to hold multiple aspects of you. Especially it's impressive to be able to do it in the same like the same lifetime, if you like. Like there how many versions are there of Harsha at this time? Three others. So four in total. That's very cool. So yeah, that's your state. That's your message. And if I was to offer any advice, it would be to um you have to seek building stronger foundations as part of your mission in this life. And that's why your soul has deployed so many versions of you, is to build strong foundations. So grounding, connecting with the earth, a regular meditation practice. And if you choose to, you can connect with those other parallel versions of you. They are close. They're spokes in the wheel are close to you. So I hope that helps, Harsha. Um, and we can move on to the next person. Just scanning through to see. Um, yeah, I've done Harsha. Is there anyone else who's been chosen yet? Yeah, yeah, let me know in the chat, Vivian, and I'll drink some water, as I should be drinking a lot more. Just 1 second. Okay, easy for me to say. How? What does this name mean? M9D5. You mine. You can. Um. Yeah. Always drink plenty of water. And you would like an Akashic reading and a clearing. How lovely. So just asking. I'm going to call you M9 for short. So just asking M9 to step forwards, and your guides and your higher self, and everyone else step back. And you're interested in the Akashic reading. I'm just asking Archangel Metatron, please open up the Akashic records for M9, please. It's really fascinating. Um, Metatrons are saying, um, oh, Matt Madhu, thank you for sharing your name. So Madhu was just what Metron was just doing was like busy like mapping through um your name, like looking up your name, which is really cool. I always wondered how it worked, and I didn't realize it was Archangel Metron doing the hard work. Um, okay, and what messages from the Akashic records? So usually, and you know me if you watch me doing these Akashic record readings, usually I would get like a book, I'd open up the book and read it, and it's really funny because I'm not being shown a book, but I'm being shown this journey. And it like as the Akashic records open up and I see this library in front of me and I see this pathway in front of you, Madhu, um, it's really beautiful because there's uh, this quickening that's happening. And I keep hearing the term quick silver. Um, and what it is this acceleration in your journey that happens. Um, and you're not being shown what you're accelerating towards, but it feels like just this really beautiful opportunity coming into your life. And it happens fast. Like when you choose that path, it happens really fast. It's not far away as well. It's days within a few weeks. And you're not you're never to know. Um, you're never shown like both ways, like what would happen if you did and what would happen if you didn't. Um, and so this is like part of the excitement of life, right? Like you're not meant to know what's happening ahead of you so that you can feel into it. But what is being shown is that it's an opportunity for you to seriously consider as it comes through. And it can feel a bit like quicksilver, like that it's maybe a bit too good to be true. And maybe it is, but this opportunity will accelerate your like this dream life that you're driving towards. And yeah, there's nothing I can tell you about. Like it just bleeds off into the like fades off into the distance. But all I can say is that you, when it comes to, you'll know what it is, and are you feeling stuck? Well, that's really beautiful that you're getting this positive message. Um, when this opportunity comes to you, know that it is that whatever happens, if you choose it, it will last for quite some time. Like I'm seeing like at least 2 to 3 years. And people's lives can change in a week, let alone 2 to 3 years. So that's a really positive message. It feels like a karmic repayment. Like there's this debt that you're giving. Oh, Quicksilver was a favorite band. That's cool. I didn't know that they were a band. So just asking now to do a clearing for Madhu. So you're talking about feelings of being stuck. So let me take a look. The highest dimension of source above, bringing down a column of golden light just above your head. Set intention to clear, to heal, to energize, Madhu. Okay, the crown chakra is okay. Third eye. Yeah, there's difficulty seeing your path ahead. It feels like that. You know, feeling stuck includes for you seeing that you're stuck. And when you can't see a path ahead, it, you know, you literally feel like you're trapped in this prison. So I'd like you to practice this this gift. It's beautiful, right? Where you can just place your left hand on your heart. You can do this first thing each morning and just say, I, Madhu, open up my heart today to receive all of the good things that will serve my highest good and that the universe wants to give me at this time. And you can be a little bit more specific on top of that if you wish, but it's all about opening up your heart. This is how you receive your quick silver. Um, And is there anything else we can do with the feeling of being stuck? Is there anything else in here? Just coming down the third eye, throat. Yeah, I'm yawning. Your body doesn't feel ready, and that's part of why you're stuck. Like, I was just asking my higher self, was like, when was John feeling stuck? And I felt stuck for the last couple of years in my corporate job. But whenever I asked my guides, they had said, "Hey, John, you're preparing your ship. You know, you're stocking your ship up. You're getting it filled with supplies. There's a storm raging at sea. It's not time for you to rush into it." And it's a horrible feeling, right? You just feel like, oh, I want to, you know, load up all my supplies. I want to set sail out into my life and adventure, but know that there is an adventure in every stage. And so this is something that's coming through for you, Madhu, is to really focus on the preparation. And I just saw that between each of your chakras, like the connections are really thin. And so this is a sign if you needed to inner work and inner healing and integration and connecting each of your chakras. And I'm just going to help do this through just expanding out the connection between the crown, third eye, and throat chakra and heart and solar plexus and sacral chakra, root chakra, and then widening your connection down into earth and widening your connection up to your guides. Good. And just allowing anything that doesn't serve your highest good. Urai motoroso. Return to source. We'll never return here again. I hope that helps, Madhu. Um, a very powerful reading. Um, I'm sure I pronounced your name correctly. Saida. Uh, can I get any help from my guides? How can I remove what's harming me in my head for more than 4 years? From guides and remove from your head. If you can expand any more about what's you feel is harming yourself in your head, even if you don't want to go into specifics in the live stream, you just want to say that it's trauma or something physical. Um, I was just guided to ask. It seems rare I ask questions. Um, okay, so just asking every other person and being to step back and to give me energetic space. This is now focus on Saida. Ask Saida and your guides, your higher self to step forwards. And in terms of messages, is there anything that will help Saida at this time? I'm seeing you. Um, wow, you have something moving constantly in your head. I see you bang. So I saw you banging your head against the wall. Why? Why am I being shown this? Okay. Okay. Okay, I understand. Um, so there's this. Um, it's not pleasant. So, but I'll just get to it. So there's this negative entity in your head, and it seems to be triggering. Like it has a connection towards the base of the skull into the spinal column. There's two. One is just at the very base, and then there's one a bit further down. I have no idea if you can see my see my neck there, um, but it seems to be like this thing, this attachment is like causing this spasming, uh, and it's inside your head, and what it's trying to do is to get you to like knock your head backwards and forwards. Um, and so it feels like what you're experiencing is this movement in your head. Yeah, exactly. But it's really funny because, or a strange experience because you're not banging your head physically, but this is energetically, this is what's happening. So what is happening is what this entity does is on one side of it, it creates an energetic force field in front of you. And this feels like it's not outside of you, it's like it's kind of in, it's a bit further in. And then the entity itself, what it's doing is it reminds me a bit like a shrimp, but it has like two tails. And it's like twitching, twitching, twitching. And as it does it, you're like, it's causing you to do this, like to bang constantly like this. It's a horrible feeling, right? Because it's you are in this how to describe it, uncomfortable situation where you just feel like it's not part of you yet, it's happening to you, and it makes you feel very unsafe. Let me just see if I can remove this. And Archangel Raphael stepping forwards because he knows that it's very sensitive around the spinal column and wants to do a scan first. Okay, let me just drink some water and let him take a look. And Zoom is just telling me that I'm unmuted. Um, okay, so yeah, he's done some. So thank you, Archangel Raphael. He's done some preparation work and he's just prepared the two connections so they can safely be removed. He's preferring that a human remove them from the back of your spine. So let me just bring down a column of golden light to just above Salida's head, set the intention to clear and to heal and to remove this entity. And just reaching in and pulling out the first connection into a golden bubble, the second connection to a golden bubble. Yeah, this entity does not like this at all. And holding it back from stopping it from from your head hitting this energetic force field and then removing this entity. Archangel Michael, please return this to source, so never return here again. Ora, Tara, ora. Yeah, that's what it gets for trying to attach to me. And then let me check in it again just on your brain. There's an echo of this, like there's a muscle memory of this like feeling where you're constantly going like this. Um, and so what I'm going to do is place where your memory is of this feeling, you know, that horrible feeling that you're getting. Um, I'm just going to place like a cushion of energy between your your light body like and your body, and then and this force field that's now gone. Okay, and just scanning around, see if there's anything else you feel in there. Is there any other eggs or seeds from this bean that was there? Just scanning down to the roots and back up. No, it's clear. There is just a last remnants. Return to source, so never return here again. There is for you, say that this I don't know how to describe it. I don't know if you've ever had this sensation, but as a child, I remember I was about 4 or 5 years old, walking to school in the morning, and a wasp stung me in the ear, and it felt like it was still in there, and it was the sting that was still in there. And eventually that came out, but the sting itself felt like it was still there. And this is definitely a sensation that you'll feel. Um, there is what's interesting is that the way that your brain's coping with this is like it's learned to kind of respond to and obey these sensations. And so it's going to take some time for your brain to heal. But this is already like a very sensitive um, step forwards, especially uh, for a live stream. because they're very energetic. They're much more energetically chaotic and risky. Um, so I feel that's as far as I can take you at this time. But know that it's gone, even though those feelings and the repetition of it will still feel like it's there. Um, and so I hope it helps. And yeah, let's see how you get on over the coming um, the coming days. So thank you, Saida, and hello to another Jennifer. Jennifer Stracani. Is that an I or Oh, Strachan. Jennifer Strachan. And it says, I would love and appreciate a clearing to remove fear. Okay, Jennifer Strachan. Thank you, Saida. Yeah, I hope that helps. It's a lot. Like you know, it, that's a really um deep removal you've had. So and it's rare that Archangel Raphael would insist that he goes first. Um, so know that it takes a good while to recover. Um, okay, and hello to everyone that's joined the chat. So just asking everyone else to step back and for Jennifer Strachan to step forwards and to assist with a clearing for fear. Oh wow, just pushing this back. This is I can only describe as a demonic entity, Jennifer, that stood like right there. They're really tall. They're about nine, somewhere between 8 and 9 foot tall, and they're stood really close to you, like we would describe it as like our personal space, like within about 30 centimeters of you. And when I first invited you forwards, it's like you pushed me in front of you. It's like there, like you see what this is. Does this being have any? So I'm not going to say all this out loud, right? Because it's not safe for me to, but I'm just going to deal with it initially. Just give me a moment. You no longer have permission here. You must leave. Remove any cords, any connections, nullify any contracts. This work is done. You must leave. Ora intara oro. Okay, thank you. Archangel Michael's taken that demonic entity away. Um, the fear, Jennifer, that you experience is like this intense, like an inexplicable fear, and it's horrible, right? Like to feel under threat constantly, and you know the darker the entity, the lower of it vibration its energy, the better they are at illusion. And it's like whenever you look forwards in your life, you're looking through this being. Um, I just want to say, Jennifer, you're not alone, and thank you for validating that. Like m many people go through this, and it's a lie that we tell ourselves as a culture that these things don't exist. Like they're very real, but they're often here for a reason. Not because that being had any particular interest in helping you. It was more that the universe and your soul engineer these situations for your growth, for your soul growth, and for your growth in this lifetime. Another really powerful message for you, Jennifer, is you have been a demon slayer in previous lives. This made you even more uncomfortable And so it's like it, how to describe it? It irked your soul. Like your soul was just like, this is just horrible. Um, but you knew that this version of you, that Jennifer hasn't done this before. Um, and so Jennifer had to learn. And what a way to learn, right? Um, you're going to do work if you choose to. You have the capability of and I use the term demon slayer as, you don't actually need to kill them and return to source, but you can remove them. But I saw you with a sword and you were cutting down through this being. Um, and the first thing you need to do is just to be able to see them. And now that you're aware that they exist, that you know how that feels and how it feels to be released. It takes a lot of practice to learn discernment, what's there, what isn't there, what's real, what isn't real. They're not everywhere, right? And they visit people as well and cause misery in their lives. Um, and yeah, just holding space for your journey. And I'm just checking through, is there any other clearing that Jennifer needs this time? I'm just going to create a bubble of protective light around you, Jennifer, and this is something you know how to do yourself anyway, or at least your soul does. And I'd recommend that you try something like my free spirit guide meditations. There is there's a 14-day challenge for what's it called? Negative entity removal and protection. And that 14-day challenge, so there's two 14-day challenges, and that's the darker one, if you like. And I feel like it's right up your street, Jennifer. Um, and yeah, please do keep in touch. You said, I know how to do this work. I work with trauma daily in other people, so protect myself, but I must do this more. Fantastic, Jennifer. Yeah, I also have a practitioner 5-day meditation challenge, and they're the same meditations I use before and after these live streams with other people whenever doing a client session. So yeah, take a look at that. Um, and fantastic that you're doing work to help others. You're already on your soul purpose path. Okay. Um, time for a few more. So Candy B. Hello, Candy B. Uh, uh, what does next is Candy B, and then it's a Jennifer Strachan. I love and appreciate. Oh, this I think this is a copy and paste mistake, maybe Viviani. What is it Candy B is looking for? Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up. Oh, I don't know if I passed it now. Oh, she's asking. I can't go that far without getting very boring and lost. So I love a healing and a clearing. My pleasure. And Chloe's saying, I'm often approached by strangers that want me to birth a child. It's a boy. They want me to give them a baby. Why? Because of your vibration, Chloe. Um, the child of an angel. Okay, so Candy B, please step forwards, and for everyone else, step back, please. And Candy B, your higher self and your guides, please step forwards. I'm just seeing for you, Candy B, there's like millions of these little uh like little silky threads, some dark, some light, like a whole spectrum of them that are connecting into you. What are these? Yeah, I know they're chords, but what? Why are we being shown all these? To show for you can to be like you're you seem to do this thing when you connect with people. So like you and I are connecting right now. It's like you're trying to connect a chord to me and you want to keep it there. Um Now, I don't permit that. Um, so it's not working. But you just seem to want to connect with everybody and remain connected. Feels like your intentions are good or of a high vibration, be it these darker chords or ones that you've been unable to maintain and to uh, keep the connection going. So I'm not. The guidance is for me not to remove everything because you'd it would be really shocking for you. Like you'd be like, I don't feel connected with anyone. Like where you well you'd it's like this feeling of loneliness would be really overwhelming. So the first thing to do is just to know that um, a practice you can do whenever you're connecting with someone new, um, and this is perpetual, right? You do this throughout your life, is you just say, it was lovely, it was lovely meeting John today, and I let him go to go off and do whatever he does in his journey. And when he's ready, he'll come back and he'll connect with me again. Or, the universe will bring our paths back together. And this allows you like just visualize yourself disconnecting. Um, so yeah, I hope that helps. Let me take a look at this clearing then. So just removing any of the cords that don't serve your highest good from the highest dimension of source above, bringing down a column of golden light just above Candy B's head. So the intention to clear, to heal, to energize, and to remove any of these cords that don't serve your highest good. Okay, most of them are around the heart, but there's some around the crown. So return to source, never turn here again. And into your throat. Your throat's quite small, a bit blocked, so just removing. It's almost like this spongy energy around the outside. Return to source whenever turning again. Okay, good. And then into the heart. And just building up some energy in your heart and just encouraging your heart itself to let go of quite a few of the cords. Now you have awareness to it. Okay, and then removing any of these that don't serve the highest good. I'm just setting a frequency like for anything dense enough, my hand's catching and I'm unplugging, but for anything that's lighter in vibration and feels more positive for you and for the other being, they're staying for now. Return to source and then return here again. There's a lot that I've just passed on. Keep going. Return to source whenever return here again. Return to source. Return here again. Wow. Yeah, like into the thousands. Okay, and then keep going to solar plexus, sacral chakra. Just capturing anything that doesn't serve your highest good into a small golden bubble. Solar plexus, sacral and roots. Return to source, then return again. And then deep down into the core of Mother Earth. And then just encouraging a heart in particular to for the same feeling that you get when you connect with someone is encouraging you to have the same excitement of letting people go. And it's a really beautiful gift, like um, to let go. Like it's a way of receiving. It's saying, imagine, John gets to go off and live his highest good, his greatest life, his greatest dream life. And that when John's ready, our paths will cross again. It's a beautiful way of receiving. And you don't need to energetically hang on um, to me or to anyone. Um, so I hope that helps. Um, and I see, Chloe, you're chatting about being told I'm an angel several times, but I feel an ego or wrong vibration to speak upon that or proclaim it. Well, you have a very you have an angelic soul, so you've been in previous lives an angel. Quite a few people have, if that helps. Um, and the reason that vibrationally it's hard is because you're here in a much lower vibration now to be human. But those angelic properties still stand out. Okay. So now next is M Mabali Morgan. Please help lift deep sadness. Of course, let me take a look. Oh, Viviani says you didn't hear from them. Oh, yes, they're here. Okay. Um, so thank you so much. And just asking everyone else to step back. And my pleasure, Chloe. Thank you for all you do. And just asking Mabali to step forwards, your guides, your higher self. So um this message, this feels, where is this coming from? Is this from your higher self, Mabali? It's yeah, it's from your higher self, and the message is you're saying, and this is what you're saying to yourself. You're saying, and this whole world failed, and it was all my fault. And it's so sad to feel any dimension of that. Whether that's something you've consciously been thinking of or not, I'm not sure. I can see it. I can see that message going into your crown chakra. When your guide is like comforting you and saying, "Well, imagine that this is not your fault. This broken world as we experience it today is a healing world, and this includes your own healing. So first, you have to realize that in order to heal, you need to first see your wound, and I feel like this is what you're going through. There are wounds inside of you as a reflection of the outside of you, and so this is what you're being guided to do is like to take a deep look at the rest of the world around you and feel into how does this feel like it affects you at this time. Maybe even write down some of these things. So what you're doing is this kind of mapping exercise where you say, if there's a war in that place, then this makes you feel this emotion. And then if there's poverty or there's injustice in the world or problems with the monetary systems or different cultures, for each one, describe the um, the feeling inside, and then once you've done that, remove all the external parts of that mapping and just look at those individual feelings inside, and reflect more on each one as a wound, like see them as a wound that's inside of you that needs healed. Is there anything we can do at this time to assist? Yeah, it seems to be that I can help with this projection that you have of like it's like this tight coupling you have with your own health with the rest of the world. It feels like it's something you've done in the past in past lives that you've been able to affect entire worlds around you. And it's similar what you go through this as a similar exercise. Like you take a problem on the outside, it's like you'd place it within you and then you'd heal it and you'd take this problem energy and put it back out into the world. Um, but part of this is you don't understand really any of this consciously, and I'd encourage you to watch back at the replay. We're just a few minutes now from the end to watch back and feel into it. It's important for you to feel into what resonates with you, like what feels real for you as part of this. And then let me see if I can remove these direct connections, this tight coupling you have with the inside happiness connected to the outside. Umara inoro unsurumuro onama. Encouraging you first and your higher self to first evaluate the use of your gift before you're trying to attempt to use it before you're ready. But of course, you get to choose whatever you do. And then throughout your chakras, from the root to the crown, removing anything that doesn't serve your highest good, return to source or never return here again. Okay. It's really fascinating. There's like this feeling where you had to lower your vibration to help others. and to help yourself. And also don't feel that's true. I feel like in this life you have the ability to help others at a higher vibration. So I was very fast clearing at the end, so I hope that helps. Um, and Viviani, you're asking about one more. I can do one more, and then I really must go. In part, I need to go home and get my dinner. I have to pack up here and drive home, but I'm also very tired. Um, yeah, can you let me know who was last, please? Um, Angels, man. And you're wanting a reading to know what happened in 2021, how to connect. Of course, just 1 second. And come with me. So just asking everyone else step back and angels man step forwards, your guides, your higher self. I see in 2021, uh, um, how to describe it, like a lot happened at the same time. The experience of what happened, the intention of it was for you to be able to reflect um, and grow inside of you. And I know that that year, there was a lot going on at that time. Um, Jon Binnie is an angel. That's so kind. Thank you. Um, I used to be a dragon angel hybrid is my soul origins many many thousands of years ago. Um, so yeah, for Angel Man, and it was funny. I was just discussing this with one of the practitioners here today. Was that you're asked to look within so much of what happened in those years where we were all told to stay at home and was that we began to look within. Um, and it's quite funny, like that was one of the reasons why the kind of more nefarious forces in this planet wanted to us to stop and come out of hiding because they could see it was actually empowering us. That imprisonment actually helps us, and for you, there was this. I don't know if you've said this anywhere in the chat because as you probably tell, I'm not like super focused on it. So I've got the incredible Viviani helping me. Thank you so much. Um, but yeah, there was this contact that you had, um, and the by contact I mean we describe it as like an alien contact, but the purpose was not to distract you about the outside. The purpose was to allow you to go within and to focus within, and to see about growing this aspect of you where you learn how to develop yourself by looking within continually. Um, so yeah, these two factors in 2021, these will be parts of your soul's journey. There was physical hands touched on you. That's really cool. Um, and so yeah, if if this contact, and I don't know how conscious you are of this contact, but if it's something that you wanted to focus on, um, then you're being asked to prepare yourself internally, like to focus on your own vibration, raising your own energy, do your own clearing, face your own fears, and prepare yourself. A bit like I said in a public video a couple of days ago, I'm more than happy to be a contactee with my uh, with my guides. That's a limitation, not just any old random alien. So yeah, I hope that helps. So thank you, Angels Man. well, that's us for today. Thank you so much, everyone. It was an honor, and I'm so glad I managed to pick up more people who haven't been able to do it already. Spending 4 hours coming back on Thursday will be a 6 hour, almost like a full working day of doing this for you. And yeah, a couple of hours is about as much as I can do at any one time. Um, it's been such an honor to assist you. Thank you so much for coming along. Please do donate um, and show your appreciation. Even small donations are greatly appreciated. You just go to Jon Binnie slash jonbinnie.com/donate, and there you can say you can put in any amount you want, and it's all greatly appreciated and helps fund me for doing spending so much time each week with helping such beautiful souls and hopefully inspiring you to learn how to do some of this yourself. Um, and yeah, I feel that if you're interested, please do check out my free guided meditations that are on my website. They're the same ones I do each day to help develop my abilities since 2017. Um, and I also offer training as well. So there's the Higher Self Foundational training, Higher Self Intermediate training, teaching all the things you've seen today, um, and more. I'm working with energies across ley lines, different planets, astral travel. I have a membership group which Viviani and others are members of, and we go on adventures together on Zoom calls every twice a month. Um, and yeah, you can book a one-to-one session with me. Excuse me, a big cough in your ear. Yeah, please do book a session. You can just click on book, and more than happy to be of service to you. So thank you so much. I'll pack up and get home. And before I finish today, I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia for all your support and feelings. And it's an honor to receive your energies, your emotions, and your assistance at this time. And I'd like to encourage everyone now to step outside of the session bubble that I created. You can remain in your individual golden bubbles of protection. As I close down the session bubble, please return to source or never return here again. And I'm just asking each of us to step back from each other, to disconnect any cords or connections with each other, to release each other to the universe, and to allow us to come back to each other whenever we feel ready. And to encourage you all to drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, even if you've just been listening to this. And yeah, please do keep in touch. Look forward to coming back on Thursday. It'd be an honor to see you again, where I'll be at home. And if you're watching this from nearby Haddington or in Haddington in Scotland, it would be an honor to have you right here in this chair doing healings. And next time, yeah, I'll advertise that I'm doing it. And it'd be amazing to get some people along physically as well to do both. Great. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Viviani. Thank you, everyone, for all your love and support and sending you so much love. Take care. Thank you. Bye. Now I need to close the stream. Okay, thank you. Sending love.